Okay, hey y'all, I want to record this video about the subconscious regression I got from Q. It was my first subconscious regression I got from him. First off, I want to say that you are not in a hypnosis at all. You're literally in a deep meditation. The meditation I was in was a meditation deeper than I have ever put. Even in the middle of my meditation, I took a piss break. So it's not like you're hypnotized at all. I also want to say that Q helps you along the way the entire time. He gives you so many encouraging words to the point where you feel like you a fucking superhero. You feel me? So I'm gonna look up here at y'all. You feel me? So like I'm just grateful for that. Because it was pointing to my regression where I felt like I couldn't do it, honestly, and he snapped me out of that. And if you haven't seen my name reading, I suggest you go see it, because then you'll understand the energy that I possess and the energy that I am, and this will make a little bit more sense to you. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into my regression. And I also want to tell you guys the after effects that I had after my regression. So first off, the first thing he told me to see, and this is the only thing he told me to see, anything else came from me or out of me, pretty much. So he told me to see an elephant, a pink elephant. I pictured my pink elephant, and he was like a cartoon character, and he had an orange and green hat on, and he was like, that's right on point, because those are the frequencies of colors that he's connected to. So I was like, cool, I'm in this thing, right? So we went down a dark tunnel, a dark vagina. It was dark and felt kind of wet, and it was unawareness, basically. And I wasn't scared to take the elephant's hand, because I literally have an elephant tattooed on my ankle. I'm very connected to that energy, period, point blank. So anyways, when we went down the tunnel, I saw like a yellowish whitish light. And the first energy that popped up and presented itself to me was Shango. And he came in my head as a painting, like a painting that you would see on Pinterest. And I am an embodiment of Oya. My creators is Yemaye and Oshun, are Diana and Lilith, and I'm a direct mix up of them, a perfect balance of them. So anyways, continuing on, Shango was there, and basically the contract I was taking from him was a contract with power. He was literally just sucking and absorbing my power. And when he told me what he wanted, Q was talking hella shit to him, which I'm thankful for. And even during the meditation, it was like I felt disappointed. I was disappointed in him. I was regretful for even allowing him to take my power like the way he did. And we talked about where he came from, where he fell to, why he was here, and he kind of had a whole attitude. So at this point, we went ahead and put up a protection bubble around me, because I needed protection at this point. I kind of felt weak. So anyways, when we had the protection bubble, my protection bubble came from my sacral chakra, and it illuminated all around me. I felt like I was in an egg, like I was back in a safe zone. So anyways, after that, he kind of was feeling some type of way, period. And he was willing to give those contracts up after some shit talking Q did. And he even had to be like, okay, fine, I'm tired, I'll give in. And he literally gave up. And I'm thankful that Q was giving me those encouraging words at that moment, because I needed to hear that shit so much. I wanted to cry when that was going on. In the tears that I feel like I was crying, I feel like I played the scenario over and over again, and I was just tired and exhausted. But yeah, he gave the contracts over, and I took them happily. And he kind of maneuvered around. And the second energies, and that was long as hell, and that was one long part in my session, and this is the other second part that was long. Lilith and Diana popped up. When they popped up, they felt like there were light energies coming out of me. So I didn't see them in a form necessarily, but they were like my body was illuminating. And Diana was kind of back in the shadows, back in the dark, but I could still kind of hear her. But Lilith was mostly talking and directly talking to Q. Even when Shango was talking, it was like my voice got kind of deeper. And also, I was shaking the entire time, like I couldn't stop my bottom lip from shaking at one point in the motherfucking regression, and I couldn't stop my body from shaking. I was like just jumping, which was crazy as fuck. Excuse me. Which was crazy as fuck because I felt like I was having a exorcism at the same time I was getting possessed. It was so fucking I don't know. It was so fucking But anyways, Lilith came in and she was basically having a battle over control. Who can control me? Between her and Diana. At this point, I'm getting a little bit sweaty because I'm in the car. This was like the most quiet place for me to record. But anyways, at this point, my left and my right hand, my left hand went to go up, or my right hand was pushing it down. And my body was literally battling and stuff. Even the energies, they were mad. They were like, boy, shut the fuck up. Whatever you talking about. I'm here. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do so I can make shit happen for her. That's kind of the feeling I got. And he told me, and I couldn't stop my hands from battling each other. So he told me to do the most simplest fucking thing. Intertwine your hands. As soon as I intertwined my hands, they calmed down and subdued. And then he talked to them. And he was like, you see you're not getting anywhere. Y'all are literally having a battle in her. Y'all aren't getting anywhere. Why don't y'all work together to work with her? Which was so fucking simple. So fucking simple. So that happened. And that was a big ass weight. Those three deities that popped up first was the biggest weights off my fucking shoulders. I literally felt like I lost weight after my regression. You have to understand that man is really taking his energy and giving it to you and giving you power, and really, really, he's doing a lot. And that's why if he goes up on his prices, period, point blank, it don't matter because it's worth it. It's worth unlocking you, boy. Okay, anyways, let me continue. So that happened, and we all had an understanding with each other, and they gave in contracts too. So let's continue on. Now a goblin came forth, and the goblin was connected to the pen energy. Well, so the goblin, he felt like he was bored there. He didn't have anything to do. He didn't really like it here. He just said basically he's ready to leave me. And he was like, okay, so let me go ahead and talk to your big dog. Go ahead and come forth, Pan. It took Pan a little second to come forth because he really didn't even want to pop up. And when I saw Pan, I saw him as a cartoon character, as Peter Pan. Flying, jittery, happy, moving way too fucking much. And even the goblin, he was also an animated cartoon character. So, at this point, Pan didn't want that nigga either. And Pan was like, I can't do nothing with him. I'm like, I don't want him. So Q was like, you know what? Go on back to Tinkerbell. Talking shit. Go on back to Tinkerbell. You're serving no purpose here. You can't do shit anyway. You have no power. So he told me to go ahead and pick the goblin up, embrace him, love him, care for him, show him love, the love that he needs and he wants, and that he deserves. Because I mean, he is in me, like he is part of me. So basically, show my part of me, myself, that love, and I did. And as soon as I did, he was happy and blushing, and he even had little cartoon hearts popping out of his little cheeks. It was beautiful. It was funny. It was cute. That little monster, that little angry, depressed, sad monster just changed from kisses and hugs from me and my power. Okay. And so let's continue. By this point, another energy came up, and it was a hippo. He told me it was connected to hip hop. And this energy told me that it has been here with me for a long time, since I was a little girl, and that it loves me. It sees what I'm doing. It sees the changes I'm making, and that it's so proud of me, that I can do it. I'm strong. Just encouraging words. Words that I needed to fucking hear. So that was cool. And then, as we continue, now I'm in a different setting at this point. I'm in the clouds. I'm sitting on the clouds looking at the sunset, right by Jesus. And he was in his Caucasian form. He was a white Jesus. And this energy didn't pop up necessarily for me, but it popped up for my twin flame, or my twin energy, which is my little brother. And my little brother has his own thing he's going through mentally, and he's in the Jesus consciousness, and he's working it out his damn self. He's a soldier. He's a Libra, just like Q, and he actually is like, he gives me a lot of that same energy. And I call Q my reflection, so it all kind of intertwines together. But anyways, he was there, and he was rubbing my right shoulder. He was rubbing my right shoulder and kind of, doing me like that and rubbing me and just letting me know that he's there. And Q said that can foreshadow something coming up in the future. And I do eventually want to do subconscious regressions myself. I know I got the power to do it. I can do it, and I actually want my brother to be my first client, or the person I do my first subconscious regression on. And that's been my goal for a while now. So he was there, and he was just kind of saying that he's there with me, and he's gonna always be there, and it's nowhere else he can go, whatever, and kind of embracing me, showing me love. Really not even saying too many words at all. We were just really just looking at the sunset. At this point, I got on my contracts, I burnt them, compressed them up into a diamond. My diamond was blue. And at this point, I put it above my crown chakra, and I could literally breathe better. It's like I could just breathe, inhale, exhale. I felt like I was taking in real oxygen at this point. And then I started to transform. Now, the transformation I was doing, I foreshadowed this a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago, during a meditation. And now, when I finished my regret at the end of my regression with my diamond crown, my blue diamond crown above my head, all gold, my dreads are long, and at this point I'm in a dress, a beautiful gown, like an old time gown, like you see on the Cinderella story, and I'm floating, or like the Wizard of Oz, like I was floating up like that. And the dress I was wearing was mostly blue. It had pink accents and yellow accents in it, and I just knew that I was in the right place, and I was in my goddess form, which was all of me, and I had all three dualities of me. So that was amazing within itself. And then I opened the door to my own darkness, and I've never created a door to my own darkness, so that just excited me, and I never even thought about that, like, what the fuck. And I let all my monsters, creations, goblins, a lot of them motherfuckers look like bull goat monsters and shit. It was goo, spirits, orbs, fairies, all types of shit was walking into my door, and there was a gang of them motherfuckers, like a gang of them. And at the end of that, I made sure all of them was there, and I closed the door before Q even could say anything. I was like, okay, I made sure everybody's in that motherfucker and the door closed. I felt relieved. Like, I felt like I lost weight. Like, baby, I lost like 10, 15 pounds just then, baby. I was fine, you feel me? That was kind of the end of the regression. And then I asked him about why I was shaking so much, and then all that was connected to Kundalini energy. Since all this has happened, I've been able to receive messages from my creators so much fucking easier. I could literally just calm myself down, get into my dark mode, let it be nighttime, be in my darkness, ask myself a question, or myself a question. I get an immediate answer. That has never happened to me, and I'm so thankful for that. And you have to book a name reading just so you can understand what's going on in the subconscious regression. It gotta go that way, period. And I'm so thankful, so motherfucking thankful for this. It's like I'm unlocking my own darkness. Even my meditations are more vivid since this, because you're opening up your own darkness, your own black matter in your fucking head that that percentage that you don't never be able to touch. We use only so little of our brain, and all that darkness in there, we don't never get to touch that. But it's like crazy connections, and that's all. And I'm getting all these downloads just because I've opened up my own darkness that is already tied to me, that's already instilled in me, and it's allowing me to be me. Like, it's allowing me to take control of myself. I'm thankful, baby. I'm thankful, and like I said, it's worth the money. It's worth the money. Because, like, we know so little about ourselves. It's worth it. And that man is taking hella sacrifices for us. So I'm just thankful. And I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I hope y'all liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, it don't even matter at this point. I'm doing this for me. And I just want to spread the love, y'all. Y'all have a nice day. Night, morning, whatever.